Hey, so I just want to set this up, a really quick video, but this is before we even talk about introducing the e-collar. As far as we're introducing the e-collar as an attention getter, it's basically like calling the dog's name. That's the initial signal that we would usually teach. That's our main purpose, aside from also using it for a leave it or interrupting something. But usually we'll start off with just the name recognition, right? So we're just teaching them a slight little buzz from the collar, means pay attention, come and get a reward, all the good stuff. Put a nice positive spin on that. So, but before we do that, I want to show you a quick little video with my dogs, just to give you some idea. This is what it should look like when you call your dog's name, and you should be able to achieve this, or be in a situation where you can achieve this, right? As in, the distraction level is low enough for wherever you are with your dog, that this will happen for you. The dog should hear their name, spin and look at you, and you praise them right away, and then call them over and give them a reward. If you do not have this, you should not be layering the remote collar into it. We don't use the remote collar to achieve this. You should already have this. Then we layer the remote collar into it, so that the remote collar is just being a secondary signal or a replacement signal or a silent signal for calling the dog. Yes, of course, it can also be used to get the dog to listen when they're for some reason not listening. But initially, in the beginning, right? I know this is hard for people to wrap their head around, but initially, in the beginning, we should have this all ready. And then we layer the remote very gently into that conversation, and it's all still very heavily reward-based, okay? So this is not an end product. This is a before product. This is before you even add the e-collar. Really want everyone to understand that. And you should be using your long line or a retractable leash or something to initially be able to make sure you can achieve this. And most importantly, lots of rewards. It's primarily a reward-based thing. Okay, so here we go. Just a quick little shot of my dogs out in the field. Okay, there you go. Woody, good boy. Come here, Woody. Good boy. Come here. That's a good boy. Come here. Hey. Good job. Good job. Okay. Wilson. Good boy. Come here, Wilson. Good boy. There you go. That's a good boy. What you doing up there? Okay. Banjo. Good boy. Come here. That's a good boy. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so there you go. So I think it's pretty clear. They look happy. They're spinning immediately when they hear their name, and there was no e-collar. They had no e-collars on at all in that video, and also they were able to do that. I mean, that was taught to them and well conditioned long before I ever considered putting an e-collar on them. That's really the main point. They were not doing that because of e-collar or lack of e-collar or had nothing to do with e-collar. That was taught long time ago for these guys. They're older now. But when they were younger, they were taught this when they were young. Okay, so we have that established first. Then we'll talk about doing the remote collar. And you can see I have a e-collar video, the silent call, which you can watch that one to see that it looks, when I call them silently with the e-collar, looks pretty much exactly the same. They spin around the same way. They still have the same happy attitude, relaxed mouth, wagging tail, all happy, right? Happy, happy, happy. That's what we want, okay? There you go. Thank you very much, guys.